Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday night, 7:01. That means it's time for grandstanding with Mother Teresa, yours truly. What I want you to do, if you're here by yourself, tag a friend, tag a loved one, tag somebody and say, Mother Teresa is on. It's time for her to grandstand. Why don't you come on over and join me? Tonight we're going to be talking about finding joy in the everyday. So if you know someone who needs to find a little bit of joy, or if you need to find a little bit of joy, please stay tuned. I am only here for 30 minutes and we're going to talk. We're going to say what we're going to say. We're going to do what we're going to do. And then we're going to go ahead and let you get back to watching your Christmas movies, eating your dinner, relaxing with your family and your friends, getting ready for bed, whatever it is that you do in the afternoon or in the evening time, we're going to let you get back to that. But for right now, for the next 30 minutes, I would like for you all to just kind of put your thinking cap on. And when I say put your thinking cap on, that means I want you to let your mind really kind of soak in some of the tips and strategies that I am sharing with you. And I like to always give a disclaimer and say that Mother Teresa, I am a licensed mental health professional. I am a licensed social worker. I have a graduate degree in counseling. But when I'm grandstanding, it's just me. It's just me, Mother Teresa, sharing some things that some of my experiences, just sharing some wisdom, just sharing some thoughts, just sharing some things that maybe make you say, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can consider that. So here we go. What are the things that cause you to have joy in your life? And when I say finding joy in the everyday, what I want you to consider, this is my slogan for tonight, is cherishing life's simple pleasures every single day. Every single day, find something that brings you joy. Okay? For those who follow me, and if you're not a follower, a regular follower, or a subscriber, please like, share, release, follow, not release, but follow and me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of those different things where you can find me. Because there are some things that I post here that I don't post in other places. But if you've been following me on Facebook, at least for the last year, you know that December means something very special to me. December is when I reflect back on the year or the years and I post things that make me smile. So I post for the full month of December what I call December smiles. And those are just some things. It may be my family. It may be some coworkers. It may be people I don't even know. Something that I was going to share that I saw the other day walking to work, which made me smile, was I saw a young lady or middle-aged lady. She was doing her morning walk. And you know, most of the times when you're doing your morning walk, if you're going to have a pet with you, it's usually a dog. This lady had a peacock that she was walking with the other morning. And I looked at that and I said, well, I guess that's her pet. And the peacock needed walking. So she and that peacock was walking. And I just said, okay, it made me smile. It made me smile. So those are some things. Sometimes it's the unexpected things that you may encounter or I encounter, and it just makes me smile. Today I posted a video of my grandson Chase playing the guitar. I said plucking, picking, whatever he was doing what made him smile, and it made me smile. Okay, so those little things. Now, Chase is, you know, my dad was a musician, and my girls and my son and my husband and just our family, we love music. So Chase playing the guitar, I mean, it made me smile. Simple as that. It made me smile. So, what are the things that you do on a daily basis that brings a smile to your face? And again, it can be something very simple, it could be something very big, it could be something that is silly. And let me just tell you, it doesn't have to make everybody smile, but if it makes you smile, then hey, take note of that and share those things. Share the things that's happening in your life, that your lives that make you smile. You may not want to take on the task of posting, December smiles, or for a full 30 days of the things that make you smile. But hey, guess what? Listen, when we post on social media, guess what we're posting? We're posting those, the very best pictures that we can find, the very best videos that we can find. We're not posting the things that are causing us grief, causing us pain. Now, wait a minute. Some people maybe do, but for the most part, what we're posting is those things that causes us to smile. We have went through those pictures. We have went through those videos. We have edited them. Some of us have put so many filters on them, you don't even recognize who they are. And you're posting those things because it brings you joy. And that's what I'm talking about. What are those things in your life that causes you to have joy? And I can just reflect on so many different things and so many different occasions, and things that cause me to smile. By nature, I'm a happy person. I am not that person who walks around with a smile on their with a frown on their face. That is just not who I am. I thank God that He made me exactly the way that He made me, and I feel like that is one that is an encourager and to others. And if you're an encourager, hopefully you're going to have a pleasant attitude. And I thank God for the attitude that He has blessed me with, and the mannerisms that He has blessed me with. And let me just also tell you that I pray about it. I pray that God will make me exactly who He wants me to be, and that He would make me accessible and approachable by people, because I know that in this world we have so many people that are hurting, so many people that are going through so many different things. And guess what? If you're going to try to comfort someone, if you're going to try to minister to somebody, if you're going to try to give them a word of encouragement, guess what? You need to bring with that someone who has a happy a demeanor, someone who is pleasant, not someone who is mean or have a frown on their face or whatever. You need to be a certain type of person, and I thank God for that. He made me however He made me. I thank God for that. So I cannot see a lot of times who's on here because it is smaller, and I cannot, again, I'm still learning this whole system. So if I don't see your name, or if I don't say anything, if I don't call you out, it's because I can't see you, but I can see you, Nicole. Thank you for being there with me. And Nicole, you have a very similar attitude. Nicole is one of my dear friends, and she is just one of the sweetest ladies that I met when I first came to Baytown. So I thank God for you, Nicole. I do thank God for you. That God blessed us to make a connection. So, okay, so the people that are here, I'm glad that you're here. Let's get into it. Let's talk about finding joy in the everyday. First of all, one of the things, or one of the ways that you can find joy, is by talking to people. That's exactly what I was just saying. Find people to talk to. And hopefully you're finding people that are pleasant. And even if they're not pleasant, guess what? Hopefully by the time you get finished talking to them, that they are pleasant, that you've changed their mood. Sometimes you may run across some of the grumpiest people, and all they're waiting for is for someone to come by that is nice and pleasant, and someone just to listen to them, okay? And you can change their whole demeanor sometimes by you just being that listening ear, okay? So find some people that you want to connect with. It may be family, it may be friends, it may be, coworkers. find some people to connect with. You may want to find some friends or family members that, that you've kind of, lost your connection with them, especially now during the Christmas season. My husband and I, we were talking about, just everything that this season brings. And I share with him is that I love this season because typically what we see is the best in humans. We see the best in mankind. And I'll keep saying that. Now, I'm not saying I'm not naive enough to know, to think that, everybody is going to be loving and kind and sweet and whatever. But typically people will go out of their way to show some goodwill towards others. And so if you've lost your connection with some of your family and friends, now is a perfect time to call them and say, hey, I just wanted to check on you. I just wanted to see how you're doing. Are you doing okay? How's your family? It's been a while since we've talked. What's going on? Maybe you can get together and maybe you can't. Maybe it's one of the family members or friends that you talk to and you keep them at a distance for a reason. But guess what? You still can reach out and just say, hey, I was thinking about you and just wanted to know how you're doing. Okay. So not only find some people that you want to talk to that may bring you a little bit of joy, but the other thing is make a list. Make a joy list. Make a list of the things that bring you joy, the things that you want to, that you enjoy doing. And again, it doesn't have to be something just major, because sometimes it's the smallest or the simplest of things that causes us to have joy. But make a list of those things. And after you make that list, try to be purposeful in fulfilling some of the things that you have on the list. So if you're making a list, I'm not saying a bucket list, but it could be a bucket list. But make a list of some things that bring you joy and try to make sure that you're putting things on that list that you can accomplish. Maybe it's some things that you wanted to do, but you haven't had the time, the resources, or even the stamina to do those things. But go ahead and make that list. And I'll be curious to know, some of the things that you may have on your list. And then share that list. If you have a spouse or you have children, and if they're on that list, make sure you're sharing it with them. If you want to, share it with some of the people that can help maybe bring that list to fruition. Because sometimes some things that we may put on our list involve other people that we may need their assistance with. So share that list. And then the other thing that I know that brings so much joy to me and my family is we are definitely a family of givers. And so because we are a family of givers, we give. Not only do we give of our resources, but we give of our time. We give of our energy. And so thank you, Linda. Thank you. I sure hope that I'm bringing you some joy by listening to me on tonight. But give a little bit, of yourself, of your resources. Our time, I know, is valuable to us, but guess what? We have some people who want only a little bit. If we could get give them a little bit of their time, it would mean all the difference to them. But you all have often heard it say it's better to give than to receive. And then also you've also heard who's blessed, the giver or the receiver. Well, we want to be the people that are giving. We want to be those people that are reaching out and trying to give. And sometimes the things, I have said this before, sometimes the blessings to somebody's life or a blessing for somebody may be hanging in your closet. It may be in your pantry. It may be in your dining room. It may be in your garage. But the blessings that somebody need, you may very well have in your possession, and you're not even aware of that. Okay? I remember giving away some clothes, and the clothes that I was giving away, most of them still had the price tags on them. Okay, I was not going to wear them. Of course, as women or people who love to shop sometimes, and I shared with you all before, in my shop, sometimes I'll go and buy one of every color of something that's on the shelf. And it's not that I'm being greedy, but I buy it because I'm thinking of, oh, I can give this to somebody. I can give this to this person, or I have, a person in mind. And I'm saying, oh, I'm going to give this to so and so. I'm going to give this to so and so. So I buy a lot and then I put it away so I can give it to them, so I can be a blessing to someone. It's nothing wrong with that. It is nothing wrong with that. I also share with you all that when we lived in Nacogdoches, when we would have our Christmas Eve party, we would invite lots of people to come out, and we didn't ask them to bring anything. We just wanted them to come and celebrate Christmas with us on Christmas Eve. And one of the things that I always made sure, not only did we have good food and we had good fellowship, but I sent everyone away with a gift. And I did that by buying stuff throughout the course of the year, putting things away because I knew that that time was coming. And because I want to be a cheerful giver, and we are cheerful givers, I had things that I could be a blessing to other people. I was sharing with my husband, or talking to my husband today, about a project that I was asking him, what is his thoughts about us being a blessing to a particular ministry. And he was like, okay, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. And that's what we do. You're right, Ned. It's beautiful. That's what we do. And not only is that what my husband and I do, but that's what we've taught our children to do. We've taught our children to be givers as well. I can recall a couple of times when I was the social worker in the county schools in Nacogdoches, and we would have Christmas, or we would have Thanksgiving. And I can recall on different occasions that I would take my girls with me. I wanted them to be able to participate in being a blessing to someone else. So we packed up the gifts that we were going to be giving to those families, or we packed up the Thanksgiving meals that we were going to be blessing other families. And I took my girls with me, and that was one of the things that I wanted them to see us being givers, because that's what I wanted for them to do. And they are. I'm thankful that God has blessed me with my family. And so not only are my children givers, but my grandchildren are givers. And I can recall on several occasions where I've seen TJ just give, and sometimes he really doesn't have it to give. But TJ is a giver. And not only does he give financially, but he gives his prayers. I've seen him many times stop, and pray for someone, maybe a homeless person, or maybe just somebody on the side of the road that he comes in contact with, and he'll say, Mommy, I'm going to go and pray for that person. So train up those children, because they are watching what we're doing. So give a little bit. And remember, it's better to give than to receive. And just while I'm on that, let me just say this. If you're at a stage in your life where you have to be on the receiving end, it's okay. And I say that from experience, because there was a time in my life that I needed to be the receiver. But because I've been a giver all my life, that was the hardest thing that I had to do, was to actually receive. And even though I needed it, it was hard for me to receive, because was always accustomed to being on the other end. And my mother-in-law used to tell me all the time, she would say, don't block her blessing. And she would try to give me something, or gift us something. And I would say, no, you keep it. You need it, or whatever. And she was like, don't block my blessing. How many of you all have heard that saying, or have used that same saying? So listen, don't block our blessings when we're trying to give. Another way of finding joy in the everyday is by being kinder. And again, it goes right along with the season that we're in, is be kind to people. Y'all, it doesn't take anything to be kind to someone else. And let me tell you, we're going to be tested many, many times, because guess what? People are not always kind to us. Sometimes people are mean-spirited, and they will say things and they will do things intentionally to hurt your feelings, and they know exactly what they're doing. But guess what? They know you are a child of God, or they know that you are a person that, is pretty, kind of soft spoken or whatever. But you got to be kind to people, even those that are not kind to you. Pass the test, you all. Pass the test, because if you don't, it's coming up again. And so, again, like I said, be kind to people. Leave them wondering why in the world would this person that I have been so mean to, or I have talked about behind their back, and sometimes they're talking about you and they're looking right at you. You know that they have been, like they say, scandalizing your name. But be kind to them. Leave them wondering. Leave them wondering what in the world is going on with that individual. Okay? So leave them wondering. Another thing that you can do to add a little joy is you can add a little color to your world. Okay, I have on a black jacket right now, and I love the color black. I love black, and I love dark colors. But sometimes you got to sprinkle a little bit of color in your life. And not only does that, not only with your wardrobe, but even in your house, sprinkle a little color in your home. Add a splash of color, bright colors. It just does something to you. It makes it makes you feel good. You don't want to be in an environment where everything is. Well, I say you don't, but some people may. It's just monotone, where everything is the exact same color, and you're not seeing any variety. Splash a little bit of color in your life, okay? In your home, in your wardrobe, wherever you can splash that color. Give a little bit of color in your life, in your hair, okay? At one time, in your eyes. Add a little bit of color in your life, okay? And then the other thing, as we are closing, like I said, I'm only here 30 minutes, and it's quick, fast, and a hairy. Savor the moments in your life, whether they're big or small. Savor those moments. We have to learn to practice the being in the presence, in the present. Because so many times what happens, we rush through our lives. We rush through our days. We get up in the morning thinking about the evening. We get up in the morning thinking about what we're going to cook for dinner. We get up in the morning, we're thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow. My husband and I, we always get a kick, and we always talk about when we come back from Thanksgiving break, the conversations on that day somewhere at work is going to be, when is the Christmas break? And we always talk about that, and we always laugh about it. We are just rushing our lives away. We are. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Enjoy the moments in your life. Enjoy those times where you can just sit back and you can just savor the moment. Where you can sit back on your back patio with a cup of coffee, and you're just enjoying the quietness. You're enjoying, or if it's not so quiet, you're just enjoying your cup of coffee. You're just enjoying being able to just sit there and relax. Or if you have another special place in your home or work or wherever, just enjoy those moments. Savor those moments. And again, that's something that's small, but it may be something big to someone else. One of the ladies that I work with, she says she goes to I don't know if she said a different country every morning for her cup of coffee. But what she does is she turns on her YouTube music with those different sceneries and different scenes. And so she may be, having her cup of coffee at the beach, or she may be up in the mountains, or she may be wherever. But like she said, she is savoring that time. And guess what, you all? Get in the practice of savoring the moments that we are enjoying. Like I said, we are in a rush. This society is just rush, 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 rush. Take some time out to just kind of do nothing. And some of you all may say, well, Miss Caldwell or Mother Teresa or whatever you want, Mama, honey, or whatever. I do that all the time. Okay, I have a lot of moments that I'm just doing nothing. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because guess what? Listen, our time is limited. Our time is short. Enjoy your families. Enjoy those grandkids if you have grandchildren. Enjoy your grandkids. Enjoy your spouses. Enjoy your children. Enjoy your neighbors. Enjoy your coworkers. Just enjoy the people that God has blessed you to be in your life. And while you're doing that, savoring those moments, make sure that you are contributing something to the other people's lives. Make sure that not only are you always just taking in for yourself, make sure that you are pouring out, that you are pouring out. Whatever God has blessed you, he blessed us all with different gifts and talents and anointings and things that he has blessed us to have. Please share that with others. Give of yourself. When we leave this earth, we want to make sure that we have given everything and we have poured out everything that God has put into us. When we leave, we should be empty, okay? We should be empty of everything. So guess what, you all? It's time to get busy. It's time to get really, really busy. And as we're finding the joy in the everyday moments, in the everyday. And like I said, don't wait to think that it has to be something super, super big. Like, for some, it's like, oh, my dream is to win the lottery. Well, I don't have to win the lottery to have a smile on my face. I don't have to make it to be something big, but we definitely want to celebrate those big things, those big moments in our lives. But you don't have to wait for those big moments in your life, okay? Celebrate every day. What are the things that you are doing right now? How can you celebrate? And I'm going to leave you all with this, is that I want to encourage each and every one that is here. And even if you're going to watch it a little bit later, make sure that you share this, okay? After I go off, make sure that you're sharing this. What are some of the things that you can commit to that you're going to do? And how are you going to focus on those things that bring joy into your life? And how are you going to share them with someone else? So what are the things that bring you happiness again? What are the things that cause you to have joy? What are the things that put a smile on your face? What are those things that you can do every single day that make you smile, that make you say, hey, it's going to be a great day? That's my saying. It's going to be a great day. Absolutely, it is going to be a great day. And so I thank you all for joining me on tonight. Again, that 30 minutes goes by really, really fast. Thank you all for grandstanding with Mother Teresa on tonight. I hope that I have said something that that you can catch on to, that you can hold on to. Miss Linda, I still need your address. I'm trying to send some harmony in your life. That's what you said. So I'm trying to send you some harmony, but I need your address, Miss Linda. So thank you all for grandstanding with Mother Teresa. I will see you all on next Tuesday. You all enjoy your time. You all enjoy your week. Get those Christmas decorations all put up. Hopefully that brings you a little bit of joy. Make sure you go out and you spend some time looking at Christmas decorations if that's what you like, if that's what brings you joy. It brings me joy, so I can't wait to get out to go see the Christmas lights. Thank you all for grandstanding with Mother Teresa. You all have the most amazing evening. Hey, Rennie. I like all of those hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the stars. Thank you, Nets. Thank you, Kaina. Thank everyone for joining in with me on tonight. We will see you back on next week.